Majority ng Congress, when she did that, lalo na yung last one na hearing, then she stood up and she refused to take an oath. Karamihan or majority ng mga congressmen and women were frustrated and were kind of upset. Parang nabastos daw yung Kongreso. So, yung sa impeachment naman, I believe I will just leave that to the Committee on Justice. Ayaw ko naman silang pangunahan. Pero in reality, medyo maraming nagalit. Maraming congressman ang nainis dahil parang nainsulto nga raw sila. Parang she's taking exception na I will not do that. I will not take an oath. Pero meron kasi kahit yung mga si Pinoy dati, took an oath doon sa Deng Baksya investigation. Ganon din si Pangulong Ramos in the 90s, yung tungkol dyan sa Manila Bay Area, yung tinatawag na yung reclamation. And then si Erap Estrada also took an oath when he faced the Senate.
Well, I mean, so a lot of congressmen got angry because of that. But were there impeachment talks to begin with? Because that's what the vice president was alleging, right? She's always said now all of these hearings are just part of a coordinated political attack against her to take her down, that you guys are reading from a script now, that there is a narrative that you're following, etc., etc. So is there merit to what she's saying?
I'm not a lawyer actually, pero looking at it right now, yung Committee on Justice will be the one to decide kung meron bang form substance, meron bang culpable violation of the Constitution. Kasi kung titignan mo, yung ginawa niya na hindi siya nag-take an oath, is it culpable violation of the Constitution? Pero may mga nagsasabi kasi kami mga kasama na, paano naman ito kung during breaks na nag-uusap ang mga congressman, why can't she explain saan napunta yung 125 million na intelligence fund? Yun ang dapat niyang sagutin. Hindi na pa naman niya nasasagot. So I don't know really dito sa Committee on Justice namin kung doon nila titignan yun na how did you spend this? Medyo mabigat yun na hindi mo masagot kung saan mo ginasta yung pondo mo. Pero others are saying na yung merely dahil hindi ka nag-oath, dahil binastos mo ang Congress, I don't think so. Pero pagdating dun sa spending yung budget mo and then you cannot explain it, then again, that's a different story. Pero that's I will leave that to our Committee on Justice to decide,
No, I meant,
ladies.
Kong Erwin, I meant, is it true that there were always impeachment talks against her? That this is part of
May ilan, to be honest with you, to be frank with you, after that incident, yung ayaw niyang mag-take ng oath, there were some, pero hindi siya as a whole na tingin ng mga tao na pinagkakaisahan na siya ng mga party leaders. I really don't know kasi when the speaker met with, usually mga ganyan desisyon, lahat ng party leaders pinupulong muna ni Speaker Romualdez. Tulad nung kay Teves, there was a meeting. I was there. I attended that meeting. Pero itong meeting recently by the Speaker with the party leaders, yung pinag-usapan lang nila yung budget, kung zero ba or ibibigay ba. And karamihan nagsabi na bawasan, pero the Speaker said like, no, ibigay na lang natin, sundan na lang natin yung binigay ng Congress kay former Vice President Leni Robredo. Tapos yung mga hinihingi niya na extras about social services, pwede niyang ihingi sa DSWD, sa Department of Health.
So there were impeachment talks after she refused to take the oath, but before that, were there talks? Because she's been alleging this for months.
Not that I know of. Pag sa mga break, usually na pag-uusapan, nag-meet kami doon sa North Lounge or South Lounge. Pag mga break, nagko-coffee, may merienda. Hindi na pag-uusapan yan eh. Pero itong yung araw na hindi niya nasagot, may mga nagsasabi. Pero collectively, yung maraming nagsasabi, wala eh. May pa-isa-isa na kailangan i-impeach yan. Pero it doesn't mean to say, pag sa isang table, 6 sila ng mga congressman. Pag may sinabi siyang gano'n, agree yung 5. Hindi naman gano'n. Pero maririnig mo na kailangan nating i-impeach yan.